Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a flip through as to how I'm going to be using my notebook. I did a kind of like a DIY. I will be working on it throughout the video, so this will be a really lengthy video. So it is just how I turn my notebook into a budget planner basically. So this is how the notebook actually looks. And I have, certain pages to go to it. So I'm going to do a flip through as to what I tried and let you know how it did not work out for me, but then how it's actually working for me. This is a planner or a notebook, I'm sorry, that I had got at Staples or at FedEx, because sometimes whenever you go in there, they have like random little hardcover books like this that, I just can't keep my hands off of it. Like, as soon as I see it, I'm like, okay, I have to have the notebook. So if you actually saw like all the empty notebooks that I have around the house, you'd be like, I said, to stop buying notebooks, but I'm not going to stop. So anyway, if y'all are new here, thank you so much for joining me. I am a budgeter. I am a cash stuffer. I also have I have bank savings accounts that actually go to certain things. So I do prop money so that I can visually see how much money I am adding into those savings accounts. But mostly I am trying to be cash stuffer so that I can actually keep it out of my bank, because whenever I'm out and I want something and I see I have the money in my credit card or my debit card, I swipe my card. Alright, so this is going to be a lengthy video. I don't know if I actually said it. I had to actually stop what I was doing. My son said that he was hungry, and whenever the kids say they are hungry, I actually try to get up immediately and go get them something, especially whenever it's a no-cook day. He wanted a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and I kind of wanted to do tuna, but he's 5 and he doesn't like tuna sandwiches, so I was like, okay, let's do peanut butter and jelly sandwiches today. So he thought that he was like in heaven whenever I gave him his peanut butter and jelly and the cup of chocolate milk, and then he had some animal crackers animal crackers, but they're like snickerdoodle flavor. I don't know. It's like they're cookies. I don't know why they call them animal crackers, but he loves it. He thinks he's in heaven right now. So I'm gonna try to see if how much I can record before he pops up in here. Okay. All right. So I don't know if I said this before. If you are new here, thank y'all so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. And if y'all are my OGs, thank you so much for coming back. I really do appreciate every comment and all the interactions that I have with everybody. I try to interact and talk to everybody as much as possible. But today what we're going to do is we are going to be going through my DIY budget planner. I'm going to turn this notebook into a budget planner, and what my thing is I'm actually going to have multiple planners for my budgeting. So I have PDFs that I actually print out and make myself, and I have trackers and stuff like that, and I have my expense tracker that I will be using, which I'll actually show y'all a little bit of that later, but I just wanted to make sure that I show you this. But this is what I'm going to be mostly focusing on, because I am a happy planner girl. Just to do a flip through of what I had before, I think I'm going to go ahead and have a long sticky note right here that is going to, let me take this off, it's going to look like this, and I'm probably going to have, a sticky note right here of like the accounts and stuff, or like things that I need like really quick, just my go-to passwords, account numbers, telephone numbers I need to call, and then have another one down here just to have, some sticky notes in here. However, I do have my catch-all planner. My catch-all planner has everything in it. It also has a budget section in there as well, because my catch-all I do take with me to work, and I do take, everywhere if I leave the house and stuff like that. So, which I don't really leave the house too much, but this is my catch-all planner. And this is just like my my oversight of how everything is and how my bills are or whatever currently. So this is something that is like not dated, and so I get to it's like an insert that I got. So whenever the bills change, or if I start paying off stuff, like how my student loans is $25, and I should change this out because this is my vehicle payment of $25 every Friday. So it's just like an extra $100 each month, and then the $30. So I should change this out, but I want to pay off a little bit more before I get rid of this completely. But I just have, different debt payoff sheets that are in here that if I'm like out and about and I can actually like focus on it. I do have savings trackers in here, which they kind of look like the sinking funds that I would actually track, but I haven't actually got into using it. And I think that whenever I start focusing really like into the my savings, whatever, that's when I'm gonna start using these, just so whenever I can have it on me whenever I leave the house. So I will have. I'm the type of person that has to have it in multiple places instead of just one. So if you haven't noticed, that's what I'm doing. So, all right. So, back to this. What I tried to do was I tried to start this in August and I tried to get back into it in November, and it was just like I couldn't find my rhythm. I couldn't find my what I was using it for. It was kind of like, oh, I'm about to record a video on my budget for the paycheck that I'm about to have. Let's go ahead and do that. But I didn't have like an order, and so I had to like sit down, and it took like 2 days to figure out what rhythm, what pattern, what method I was going to use. And so I actually searched on YouTube and I searched in Pinterest, and I was just like, there's a lot of layouts that I want to do. So I have sticky notes. I just grabbed the sticky notes like this and I put it on the page, and I'm going to have to actually go in there and do each page. So I'm trying to be minimalist on this, but I'm also going to be using stickers because I cannot stand a blank page if it has like all this extra like gap, you know. So that's probably why I didn't go back to this, but I can't stand this extra space, so I kind of like stickers and stuff. But what I want to do is I want to go through everything first, and then I want to decorate afterwards, because I mean I want everybody to know that you don't have to decorate anything and you don't have to have a fancy book. You do not. You can go to the Dollar Tree and get a notebook and just, put all your stuff in there and just, stay focused and keep your mind on it. But in August I did my debt, and in August I had $8,247. That was, Capital One, only 335. I can't wait until it's 300 again. Woo, girl. All right, so, and then I had my goals, but this was my goals for the binders that I had. And then, so I have my kids, my 3 kids binders, my Transfer Tuesday. My daughter, Lanai, was going to have a 26 weeks for her. That was for her school whenever she graduates. And then my Rayon for hers, that's which is my 2 oldest babies. Just a regular savings, my rollover, my travel binder, put money for the side hustle. I put money from side hustle in your side hustle. So I was making money, I was putting money into the taxes, and I was just spending the money wherever I wanted it to. And so I kind of want to put it back in there. And then I have self-care, vehicle, and emergency. And then this was just a breakdown of my kids' binders. And this is all 3 of them that was on here. This was I called it roses because I had, okay, I had a binder that had roses. This was the envelopes that I had. So I do make envelopes. I do have an Etsy shop. My link will be down below. These were envelopes that I was making for it. I had messed up, and I don't know if you can actually see the double punch holes or whatever at the bottom. But I was testing them out to see if I liked them, and they were just a pattern that I had where it was roses, and then it was the scripture, and then it had like the leaves and stuff. And I really liked these envelopes, but I decided I want to have an actual tracker whenever I'm stuffing it, so I can, whenever I'm pulling it out, I can make sure that my money is always what it's supposed to be. And so I want these to be bigger, so I made larger envelopes, and that's going to be in a different video, so I can actually show you, because I think they're no longer roses, just to be clear. So that is what it's called, but it's actually these are more of bills. I did, however, get rid of some of them, so I kind of like, have been focusing more on if this is going to work. I'm not going to work and use it if it's not going to work. So it was like I wanted to put so much money here, but then I really didn't have that much money during that week, and so I needed to like focus bi-weekly instead of weekly. And I think that was my issue, is that I was more focused on bi-weekly stuffing than I was on weekly stuffing. Or I was more focused on weekly stuffing than bi-weekly. It's a whole nother thing coming up. In my next cash stuffing, I will explain. All right, so I had my income tracker here, which was the amount that I was trying to see where I was coming from. And my main 2 that I was focused on were from my 9 to 5 and from one of my side hustles, because it's consistent. It's on a certain day and it's a certain thing. So with some of my side hustles, I only get the money if I work. Basically, that's how everything else is. But if with my 9 to 5, if I have like a whole week off, I have vacation time and I'm still going to have that money coming in. So there's no, and with my side hustle, same thing. So it's like there's no gaps. So that's the one that I was actually focusing on. But my other side hustles I did not track. And then whenever I started thinking about it, I was like, you know what? I really would like to have a tracker of my income, but I don't want to have it on, this is basically everything that I'm comfortable with showing on YouTube. So that's what's going to be placed in here in my budget section. So this is more of like a privacy. Y'all are not going to see this budget because it has like the confirmation numbers, it has like the account number and everything. Whenever I'm like budgeting all my bills and stuff, I have like the notes on the side of when I'm going to go ahead. These are the holidays that I will put some kind of effort. And if y'all hear my son in the background, I tried so hard to keep him entertained, but he is just being him, to be honest. I tried to put the fan in the background to numb it out, and the fan was driving me insane because the fan is like, well, the fan is huge. It's kind of like a box fan where it has like that constant sound. OMG. So that didn't work out for me. But these are the holidays that I am also going to be making new envelopes for, because the ones that I had before, the trackers don't fit in them. So these are the ones that I have, which is Thanksgiving, Black Friday, Christmas, New Year's, Mother's Day, Valentine's, July 4th, Halloween, Adventures, Easter, Spring Break, School Break, Labor Day. Oh, I was like, what is that? Semi-annual Bath and Body Victoria's Secret annual sale. That is crazy. I cannot read my own handwriting. There's actually other things that I would like to focus on, but I have to separate these for my holidays and then these for, other things. But I feel like each of them are like certain dates in the year. So it's kind of like a fixed date, because the Victoria's Secret and the Bath and Body, they are sales that come on certain days. So I guess or not certain months. I'm going to say certain months, certain times of the year. So I guess these will all be like dates, whatever. I just need to put them in order because they are definitely not in order. As for my travel, I do want to go back and make a page for this, but I realized that this is something that is for like a breakdown, and I think for my sinking funds and for my cash stuffing, I think I want to have a page inside of my happy planner, which is going to be, which is this. So I will have these. I used to have like a section in here which would have like printouts, and I love printables that go to Etsy or whatever, and just have printouts and have like the whole calendar view of everything. And I really enjoyed it, but I wasn't taking advantage of it, as you can see. And so I have a expense tracker that I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it apart, because I'm to the point to where I've already shown y'all 4 budget things where I should only have 1. But the way my mind is set, and if I even told y'all, there's still another one for my side hustle. It's like I have all these different ones. Let me zoom out. I have all of these that I literally have to use in my mind, okay? And it's hilarious because I just switched out my expense notebook out my wallet. This is going into my wallet. So this actually tracks it's like a little Harry Potter, because y'all know I'm like a Harry Potter fan. But I have so many small books like this, and what I do is I just throw it in my wallet, and then whenever I buy something, I throw either the receipts in here, or I just like track it. And I'm trying to do better, so I'm gonna do the highlight method in here so that I can actually transfer it over here. So it's gonna be like a really quick scribble with the receipt or just the receipt, and then we're gonna go from there. And this also has like my to-do list whenever I'm running my errands and I know I have to go certain places, whatever. I have like where I'm going, my budget, and whatever for each like place, whatever. So that's what that little notebook is for. But this is my side hustle, so y'all will probably, I don't know if y'all will ever see that. It has like all the detailed taxes and all that in there. It's just the way I function. It's the way my mind was like, and I want to make sure that everything is like laid out. And I'm more of a pen and paper type person, and I like the printables, but the printables sometimes they just don't work for me, okay? They just don't work. And And then in August, I had tried doing, my bills and stuff, and I was like, it's like it just didn't work out. Like I didn't have like a method, and I don't want to use the printables because the printables I have so much extra space. I only use like a certain section. Like I'll print out a whole thing, and I'll use like this block up here, and it's not like the whole. So me just doing that was just not enough for me. Then again, I tried to revamp, and I tried to see in November because I remind you this is August, and September, October, and November was literally all about the move, and I was stressed out, and I did not try to budget. I was like swiping the card, or as soon as the money came in, I went straight over to something, and I was just like, I just couldn't do it. I just could not do it. Okay, so there was that, and then so I have like the holidays, and I added some on here. I added the kids on here. I added my notary tax, and then my S&C tax, which is my Etsy shop with Cynthia budgets. And then I have my mom. I had to add her in here because now that I've actually moved, I've made envelopes for her to help her with her life insurance, her utilities, and then emergency, which is like if there's like a family member or something like that something happened, I am helping her with. And are y'all still in the? If y'all hear my son, he's in the room. So all right, and then I have home goods because right now I'm still trying to build my home. I don't have like a couch. I don't have a living room set, and I want like, decorations and rugs and all that. I want everything everywhere, and I don't have anything. So I have that envelope, and then I have my A5 bundles, which is the vehicle for maintenance and the oil change. My P.O. box because I had to have a P.O. box for this apartment complex. I did not know this apartment complex had so many weird things going on. So you can't have mail delivered here because they closed the mailboxes here. So you have to literally go to a different post office that's not even in the area. That's actually pretty far if I want to say so myself. But it's actually pretty far from here. And you have to wait in line for like ever to get your mail. Well, I have a P.O. box for my business, so now I'm just like throwing everything, all my bills into my P.O. box. So I'm just like, I pay for it, might as well use it, right? And the P.O. box is actually at a different location that's actually closer than where they're sending our mail. Yeah. Anyway, and then I have my annual bills, which is my insurance, my electricity, and my internet, and my phone. And then I have my self-care A5 bundle, which is for the massage. Now, I tried again to write my debt down. I put myself in a huge thing of debt, and so my total came out to $33,255.23, and just 3 months prior, in August, $8,247. Yep, so we have a debt going into the new year. I have another debt video that I want to update because I have been paying some of these things off, but I haven't been paying off like crazy. So things have been removed, but not all. Then I tried to do like the budget, and I was like, this is what my paycheck 15 through 17, what I paid. And then this was what, the income and stuff, and like what my focus is. I had my son's birthday, my to-do list, and my budget, how I wanted to do things for him, which actually went really well. So in December, I was trying to do my expenses. That did not work. It's still December, and I still haven't even attempted it. I did not update any of my income, and this was supposed to be like I was thinking of like a budget review, money that I was going to put into the sinking funds. I knew I wasn't going to hit any sinking funds this month because of Christmas and, me trying to get, the Christmas stuff and situated, because I really didn't save too much for Christmas throughout the year, but this year is going to be different. But yeah, that was this, and, how I really wanted to get everything done. Then I have my goals for December. And if y'all could tell, I really love like dark colors and, just like the dark pinks and stuff, whatever. So I really like the stickers. I don't really like the minimalist because it kind of makes me not want to do it. But then again, I also am still decorating and not doing it. So we shall see how this goes whenever I show y'all the actual DIY. And then I had my goals section of what I wanted to do in December, and I actually did not do anything pertaining to it. And then this was like a small from one of my side hustles. This was something that I went ahead and budgeted real quick. It was $570, and it was everything that I was going to pay, and that actually went well. I actually went to a place to go get my tags changed out, and they told me that I wasn't able to get my tags changed out because my car wasn't in my name. And so I had to go to the DMV and figure out what they were talking about. They have Cassandra as Cessandra instead of Cassandra. And it's just because literally on one of the papers, one of the ladies that had wrote the license information, she put like the way she did her A was like a circle, like, so we had to get that fixed for my tags to be replaced. But I got a letter that's coming in the mail, so that's all I really need for that to be fixed. But it's on the way. I just don't know why people are the way they are. So this is going to be into January of 2022. I tried to do a monthly overview. This was before I actually started looking into what kind of overview I wanted. So what I did was the things that I want to target for this month of January is going to be my credit card. I want to make sure I put $500 there. I want to put $50 towards my month ahead. I have a birthday dinner that's supposed to be at PF Chang's, but after speaking to my daughter, she wants to celebrate her birthday at by an Airbnb. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna find a place that has a barbecue pit and hopefully has an indoor pool. I know those are expensive, but it's just one night, and I'd rather spend money on a indoor than I would rather spend $150 to $200 at an Airbnb for one night and make memories than go to a Chinese restaurant that is going to be maybe $50 to $60 each person without the drinks, and and only be there for like an hour and then not have any money to do anything else. So we decided, I told her that what I was going to do is I was going to get an Airbnb for the weekend after. Her birthday is the 10th, which is on a Monday. So the following 15th, we're going to go ahead and try to see if we can get an Airbnb on that day. Her and her sister are going to have a party, have their friends there during the day, and then I'm only going to let like maybe two friends stay a night, so it won't be too many kids in one place because they're teenagers, and teenagers, they're experiencing it. I don't like experiencing. Okay, all right. So that's what we're gonna do, and then we have the zoo for the other birthday. One woman just wants to go to the zoo to see the animals, and she wants to eat there. So I thought that was actually pretty cool. And then we have to go to the jump park. And then our weekly budget. The ones that I want to focus on is my gas, groceries, eating out. I was trying to be realistic. I say that I don't want to eat out, but there are days that I do not want to cook. There are days that I do not want to get something to eat. There is just, I'm out. I have so much stuff to do. My schedule is from 8 o'clock I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning. I get dressed, get the kids out to school. I'm back at the house or in the office by 8 o'clock. And then I get off at 5 o'clock. Before traffic, I had to go through traffic to pick up the kids. I picked them up by 6 o'clock because I'm in traffic for I want to say 5:30. And then picking them up at both schools and then back to the house, where if I come straight back to the house, we're back at the house like around 6:37. And that's only because traffic delayed us that much. And then at that time, bedtime here is 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock. 8 o'clock if we're lucky because we have to wake up so early. But we're trying to cook and we're trying to clean and we're trying to do homework and we're trying to do, and it's like so much. It's so busy. And then the nights that I have to go and do stuff, it's like I would rather just stop at, Panda Express and grab a bowl real quick and go home because I'm so busy. And yes, I try to do like the crock pot things, but sometimes I don't prep for food because I'm thinking I can come straight home and cook whenever something delayed me or something happened at like 4 o'clock and it was after my lunch break or something. Something always happens unexpectedly or whatever. And I'm trying to meal prep also, which will be something else that I want to show y'all later, in another flip through. But meal prep actually helps a lot with budgeting. So I'm actually able to put $50 to $60 in my weekly amount for groceries, or $70, I'm sorry. $70 for groceries weekly, and that helps. And sometimes we actually have extra, so it goes towards snacks, and it goes towards just like the extra juices and stuff like that in the house, not only just the meals. It helps wonders. You have no idea. So milk, if y'all don't meal prep, I would suggest it. So yeah, eating out, I'm just trying to be realistic. I want to put money in there to the side. And then for the kids, because sometimes they always have like a random thing on my way to dropping them off at school or something. They like, oh, I forgot that I have this thing that I need to be. And I'm just like, really? So the $15 for the kids, which is going to be reoccurring. And then the miscellaneous, which is a $10. And then household $10, because I always stop at the Dollar Tree and I try to either, buy things that I know that we're running out of. And sometimes it'd be Walmart, or do like a curbside pickup or something. But if I'm doing a curbside pickup, it's usually our grocery store, which is HEB or Walmart. And then if I go to like Dollar Tree or whatever, something that I just like run in real quick for something, whatever, I can't just buy one thing. So that's that's just that. If I'm trying to be honest with you guys, if I'm being honest. And so I have my bills, which is the internet, the electric, the finger hut, car insurance, subscriptions, credit card, loan, and then rent. So if I'm totaling everything and do everything the way I'm supposed to, it should be $3,395 that I can do in a month. So yeah, just looking at that. All right, I'm gonna do it. So my monthly budget overview, I'm going to have my bill section, my wallet section, and my wallet section is actually going to change because I don't have a Starbucks section anymore. It just says coffee because I've actually been going to different locations to try different coffees. I went to a gas station and got a large coffee that was like 24 ounces, I think. It wasn't 20 ounces. It was like 24 or 26, and it wasn't a 32. It was weird. I was like, why this number? But anyway, it was a large coffee, and it was $1.50. When for a venti, which is like 20 ounces, is like $6. So I found other coffee alternations, and so I'm trying to do the right way, go the right route. So there's that, and then I also have um, coffee at the house, which I'm on my one on my things to buy is a Keurig, so that I can just make it at the house instead of trying to do brew, because I just can't. I can brew the coffee perfectly fine, but I want to say it's like the flavoring, or maybe I just don't know how to put the cream in there, or maybe I just need to put I need to put more, or maybe I don't need to put none at all. But I just can't make it right. So and then I tried the one that's like in the cartons already, where you could put ice or you could warm it up, and that didn't work for me either. I'm here, but I'm not here. Okay, so yeah, and then I have my other section, which is going to be my debt payment, and that is just my overview for the previous month. Now, for every month actually, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for 3 months. And then I'm gonna try to fix it again and see if this doesn't work out for me, I'm gonna switch it out of whatever and figure it out. So usually whenever you have bill trackers, you have like where it's like the bills, going down here, and you have like all the lines, whatever, for like the bills. Actually, they have it this way because they have the bills here, and then they have at the top January through December. But because I'm only going to be doing 3 months, I didn't think about that before I started flipping this notebook around, that it was going to be out of view. So I'm going to do for 3 months, I'm going to have the list of bills that I'm going to put here. And then I'm going to have January, February, March. And I want to say I was going to do April. I put 6 months here, but I don't know if I'm going to have 6 months. I kind of want to do in 3 months just because a lot of things happen. And with my bills, I'm going to add debt as bill. So make it seem like it's, something, a debt payment. So that might actually change depending on how much I actually put towards it. So this page is going to be for my debt. This is going to be for my monthly bills. I'm going to have like the actual bills, the day that it's due, and the amount that I'm paying for it. And then that would be the fixed amount. Now up here at the top, I'm going to have my automatic payments for these bills. And so it's going to have like the bill, the date that it comes out, and I'm going to have like a checklist the January, February, and March, so that I can make sure that these had went through without any issue. And then I wanted to what I wanted to do was have the bill amount, or I'm going to put like bill here, which will be here. Then the due date, which will be here. And then I'm going to have the amount, which is here. And because I'm actually going to be tracking it and paying attention to make sure that the bill did not go up or go down. And then this would be more of like the bottom half would actually be my monthly expenses, which is things to expect for the next 3 months, my wallet expenses and my weekly expenses, like what I should actually have budgeted, and if anything changes, because I want to have weekly expenses, and every week I have like a certain amount stuffed into my wallet so I can make sure that I'm good. But at the same time, I want to make sure that I have whenever I leave the house and I'm supposed to be going to like a birthday party or the holiday or vacation or something like that. Like I want to make sure that I have that, and I just want to make sure that I have like another visual here. I don't know how I'm gonna actually do this. At first I was thinking to have like the small little calendar, and then have like the little date circled or something like that. And then I was thinking just to have like a list of like the date or whatever, so that it can be like in order, but things pop up so you're not going to have it. And then I was like, maybe I should just have like 3 blocks, January, February, March columns. I don't know how that's going to be laid out. I do have screenshots of what I am going to put on here. So there's that. And hopefully I have everything, updated and recorded the way I need it to be. Because right now I'm just doing like a flip through as to what I see in my mind, and then I'm going to do like and then everything's going to be, set. So we shall see. Now, on here, this is going to be for my debt. I am going to have debt trackers because I want to stay focused. I want to visually see the growth. I want to see, the list and stuff like that. I want to see my color in. I want to see the trackers and stuff like that. So I will have a tracker color in printable over there, but I'm also going to have them here. So this is just like basically an overview of from January how my debt's going to be, and since I'm doing it for 3 months, I'm going to do an update for my debt in 3 months instead of a monthly. However, I might actually still show you the debt every month, just because I want to see the growth, or just to make sure that I'm staying focused on it. I kind of want to save, but I kind of want to put things to debt. So I'm going to probably do debt challenges and save a certain amount so that I can have a debt payment at the end of every month. I'm not 100% sure to see how I'm actually going to do that, because I have ideas, but I don't know how I'm going to do those ideas. So another video, another day. Okay, so on this one, it's going to have like the debt, the amount, the interest, and the due date. The interest kind of drives me nuts, and so whenever I notice that the interest, I don't know if y'all are new here, y'all did not see it, but whenever I focused on how much interest I was paying on my vehicle, that's the reason why I paid the vehicle off so much. So every time I was making I think it was like $675 payment towards my car, almost 300 of that was going towards interest every month. So with the payments, what I want to do is I was going to do each page, each debt, and break it down. But because I'm going to focus on either the one with the highest interest, or focus on the one that had the most, the smallest balance first, which I don't know how I'm going to do it. I might actually knock out 2 at once and just, focus on, 2 of them, or maybe it's like, 2, whatever. I'm going to put like the payments here. So I'm just going to put like the bill that I paid, the amount, the beginning balance, and the ending balance. That's it. Like that's all. So, and that's it. That's all I want to do for my debt payments. And that's going to be this page. And then hopefully I don't have more than just one page, because I just plan on having this one over. So since it's going to be straight across, I'm just going to have it, I feel like this will be good for at least 3 months. And if I need another page, I'll just start somewhere else. So my financial goals, I sat down, like maybe in October, whenever I first moved here into this apartment. I was so stressed out, and I really had like this rut. I was depressed, I was angry, I was sad, I mean, you name it, that was me. I got out of bed every day, but it took me a minute. Like, I would wake up at 4 o'clock, and then I got to the point to where I couldn't go to sleep at night, and it was just like I was so tired, and it was just like angry. And I laid there one night, and I was like, what are my life goals? Like, and then I started thinking like, oh, I want to save money to do this. Oh, I want to do this. I want to travel. I'm like, no, those are financial goals. But what are my life goals? You know? And so I thought that, separating them, because your life goals eventually will become a financial goal. If you say a life goal, you want to purchase a house, okay, you're going to purchase a house, but what are your actions towards that goal, And so that's my life goal, but that's also kind of into financial goals. So I want to make sure that both of them are in the same, area, in the same category. Not same category, but like, together, so I can actually see. So I have financial goals that are going to be for this next 3 months, and then I have my life goal, which is going to be within the lifetime, but things that I need to start now so that I can make sure that they are accomplished or completed in the future. So that's what I'm going to do. And, I can actually, 3 months is the idea. And I'm going to do like my purpose for what is my goal? What is the purpose for having the goal, and then what the goal, and then the action. And so that is what I'm going to have here, which hopefully I can get most of this done over this Christmas holiday, because guys, y'all have no idea. Y'all have no idea. So as for this page, it's going to be my savings. So for the next 3 months, I'm going to actually go back to that page where what I need to get done for these next 3 months, January, February, and March. And what am I going to be saving? What am I going to start? I have a whole video of my savings challenges that I wanted to start, but that was before I sat down and was like, in real life, am I going to do all those savings challenges? Do I need to start all of those savings challenges at one time, or am I going to break them down? Are these the ones that I want to do? Are these the ones I'm going to do? Like, which one are you going to stick to, So needless to say, I have another video coming up that's going to be, what savings challenges I'm actually going to be doing, and then when I'm going to be starting them. And then some of them, I like the fact that they have a cap. So I just need to put 2,500 in that one. I just need to put 100 in that one. I just need to put 500 in that one. And so I can stop one and continue another one. And then I also have savings challenges where they're monthly savings challenges that are coming up, and the money's going to go towards debt. So those are going to help me pay off my debt, but I'm also going to be focusing on saving the money so that it would actually go towards that. And that is where, that is what I want to do. Now, my savings priority, I'm going to have a goal for each one that I'm saving for, a due date, and then I'm going to have, which is the monthly, and more than likely I'm going to have a tracker that I'm going to be coloring in. And I keep pointing over here because that's where my huge planner is. But I'm going to have a tracker in there so that I can color it and then, stay focused as if I was doing everything. I was thinking to just draw handmade do a thing over here, but now I realize I'm really scared to draw lines, because even with the ruler, it's going to come crooked, okay? It's going to be a straight crooked line. I mean, I said that out loud and it sounded so horrible, but I'm telling you the truth. It's going to be, I'm going to have the ruler and it's just going to be like slanted in my mind. That's how it's supposed to go. Sorry guys, I'm not good at this. So this one's going to be the savings challenges. I actually have a savings challenges with a group of YouTubers that are going to be doing it with me. And that is what I'm going to be tracking on here. So each month I have a savings tracker that I'm going to be doing. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to support another YouTuber that has Etsy. So I'm going to support other Etsy shops and do a savings tracker each month. And I have a few that I have like a list of people that I want to get at least one savings tracker from them so I can support them, because a lot of people are supporting me and I haven't actually did the favor back. And so my focus this year is to return the favor and support everybody that has a YouTube or has an Etsy shop. I'm going to hit them back with get one of their trackers each month. And again, those are the ones that I'm going to use to put towards that. Now, earlier I had mentioned how my sinking funds were not going to be in here. It is. So my sinking funds is going to be like before, how you saw like a list of the sinking fund. It's going to have the sinking fund category, and it's going to have the goal amount for that. So it's not going to be how much I stuff every week or how much I stuff every 2 weeks or every month. It's going to be for Christmas, I plan on putting $10 every week until this, the due date or whatever. For my, I don't know, Six Flags, I plan on putting $100 in January, $100 in April, and $100 whatever, so that it could be done by the end of the year. So that would be my sinking funds. Now I'm not sure if I'm gonna do in order, which more than likely I should, so I can know what to focus on, so that Christmas would be done here. But that's what I'm gonna do. Boo. That's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna have the name of this category, the sinking fund here. I'm gonna put how much I plan on putting in, and then I'm gonna put the date as to when it's gonna be filled. I have a quinta that's gonna be in the month of January, and I have to I have to find some Converse shoes, and for some reason they're like not in stock online, and they just so happen to be the only color that is not in stock. So we are looking for those shoes, but that would be like the only thing that I could think of that we actually need. But I think I'm gonna just start with, from January 1st to December 31st, and just do my sinking funds that way. And I feel like there needs to be more, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and put it all onto this one page. If I need another page, I'll just figure out another place to put it. Now, which me saying that out loud make me think that this is not a good idea. I should just put both pages here. Now we're going to start moving everything over. All right. And then, so on this side, which is awesome because this was just going to be notes. Okay. So this is going to be my vertical calendar. And it's just basically, if y'all haven't seen a vertical calendar, it's the one where it's like number 1 through 31, and then right next to number 1 is going to say M for Monday, T for Tuesday, W for Wednesday, TH for Thursday, F for Friday, SA for Saturday, and SU for Sunday. And it's going to go all the way down. And then for the weekends, for Sunday and Saturday, I'm going to highlight the whole line going straight across. Now, I counted these lines, and there's actually more than 31 because of the layout of this planner, I believe. Let me see if the measurements are on here. They are not. So this is not a regular 8 by, an 8 by 11 planner, or 8.5 by 11 planner. This is actually a little bit bigger. It's a little bit longer. And I remember, I want to say, was it Canada? I can't remember. Somebody told me that it was a layout for Canada's. Whoever has the 4 holes, I don't know who it is, but I love it. I love it to death, and this is the type of planner that notebook that I like. It's like still the 8x5, but it's like a little bit longer. I love it. So this is going to be the virtual calendar, which is going to have my upcoming events, and then it's going to have my bills for the month, and it's just going to be basically like January 10th, Lanai's birthday, and the amount that I have for that. So that's, nothing detailed. I don't really need too much. Every month is not going to have every line filled out. It's just going to let me know, virtual calendar. So I kind of did it so it won't be on 2 pages, and I don't have a square thing. It's just kind of like all in one, area. That's just kind of how I felt. I thought that would actually be really great. Then, this was supposed to be my notes, which is going to be the month goals and the expenses with the detail. So I guess that would actually be good having this on 2 pages. So if I do have, for instance, my kid's birthday, I could put like, the details as to what I'm going to do for like the Airbnb that I was mentioning, and then the zoo, and then my cousin's birthday, and there's a lot of birthdays in the month. And I have my niece, she has her birthday, which is on the 4th of January, and so there's a lot of birthdays that are coming up, and yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that because I just realized that that's a lot. And so I'm going to use this page for the notes to back up the virtual calendar, just to have an idea of what to expect in the next coming up month. So I can always go back to it. Now, I saw some layouts that were for my paycheck, and I really, really, really like the layout. But again, like I told you before, whenever I find things for the layout of something, I can only see myself using like a small section of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have my paycheck that I'm gonna put on here, and I put paycheck 1, but what I'm gonna do is for the week. Okay, so for week 1, or week 1 and 2, because I'm gonna have 2 weeks worth of income coming in. I'm gonna have my bills, my sinking funds, my savings challenges, and everything those all the income that comes in within those 2 weeks, because of my side hustles and how they come in periodically and they don't come in on the same day. The only thing I can actually say is if I were to just track my 9 to 5 job, that would be great. It would work out. But because I'm trying to track all income from side hustles and from another job, I guess I could call it as my second job. That would be my income part. And it will be always at the front, so I can know what to budget out. And I'm just going to have it on 2 sheets. So that at the bottom, I'm going to have the total of how much is left after it. But it's going to be basically from the 1st through the 15th. And I put it through from 1st through 15th. And so it's going to be 2 pages. And I felt like if I put the check, the savings and stuff, and how much I'm putting and everything on here, I can fit my 2-week check-in. Because you know how, like, whenever you have the check-in, you have the categories as to, like, your wallet and how much you're spending. And I could put week 1 check-in here, and then week 2 check-in here, and, you know, have like a written out portion, like a total of how much did I spend on food this week, and how much did I spend on, you know, bills, and how much did I spend on whatever. And I can have that here, but then I can also have my expense tracker that breaks it down to let me know what is when I put food, is it out to eat or is it groceries? You know, like, is it hanging out? Is it the kids? Where is my money going? So I think that I could put everything on 2 pages, and that is my goal, to do that. So I have my paycheck 1, paycheck 2, and then this is the 16th through the 31st. And even though it's not 31st every month, you know, we get the gist. So I also want to have the income, my fixed bills, and my variables. And then I'm going to put weekly check-in. And then okay, so I'm going to have 2 pages for that. And then I will be going into my February vertical calendar, and then on repeat. So because I don't have everything filled out, I'm right now, I'm still kind of like focusing on where I want to do it, how I want to do it, and, you know, trying to get everything fixed. So I shall be back. I think I got it, guys. Okay. So this is what I've come up with. I've actually have all my stuff out. I'm going to do a flip through, so I did not do every page like the finance goal and stuff I'm about to show you. I've actually been trying to come up with everything within the last hour or two, so I have my mistakes and everything, and I left them. Like, I made mistakes, and I used my whiteout and everything. Like, I was so serious. So this is going to be the bill tracker. I guess I don't need these anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and put them over here. Whoa. So I went ahead and decided to do the 3 months. I actually was thinking 4, and I was like, you know what? I need to make sure that I'm dedicated at least 3 months to this. So I did the bills. I did everything that I'm actually paying throughout the month, but I left room down here for other things that I'm going to treat as bills, like, you know, just expenses that I'm going to start making monthly payments to. And if I made like 2 payments towards it, like if I made the regular monthly payment of, you know, the 1250 or 1264 rent, and then I made that here. I'm gonna put a check, but I'm gonna put like, if I make an extra payment to it for rent, I'm gonna put the extra payment and I'm gonna put the amount and just put extra payment. So that's why I was actually leaving this down here for blank, um, just to be on the safe side. So I don't know if I said this, but my son is actually right here. So if you see his knee, he is right there, and I'm trying my hardest to make him stay quiet, but we have no idea if that's gonna work out. So I have my monthly budget here, and I'm going to put them in order like this, because I have to get them over to February so that I can stay consistent and everything will be in order. All right, and so that's the reason why. So I'm gonna do extra bills, extra payments. I'm gonna put them here. It's not guaranteed that I'm gonna do extra payments, but if I do an extra payment that month, then it's going to be down here. I'm really stuck on trying to pay my debt first, and then I'm also trying to, you know, pay my annual bills as well, which I didn't even put my annual bills in here. So, for my monthly payments, my monthly bills, my fixed monthly bills, I put them all at the top because this is what I'm focusing on right now. I feel like I'm missing something, and then my dates. Whenever I was thinking about, I was like, what do I have to pay? Like I looked to check, and the in my book, in my planner, my catch-all, the dates were different, so I have to update everything. This is what the dates were last year, and I'm assuming that everything has actually changed as of now. So I have my monthly bills, my fixed monthly bills that's right here, and this is actually, I was thinking that I was gonna have like pages in the front of the planner, and then that were not going to have to change, and then I was gonna have like starting the months of like budgeting checks and stuff like that were going to be starting January and then forward, and this section was always going to stay the same. Then I thought about it. Whenever I have my monthly payments, like car insurance right now is monthly, but me and my mom are actually going to go into the premiums, and so that's going to be gone. And then right now I have Fed loan and AES as a bill, but which, if y'all don't know, student loan has actually become, or it became extended till I believe May of 2021. So if y'all are not paying it, please pay them down because you would rather pay the principal than interest. I don't know if I can say that enough, but don't pay the interest. Interest is basically giving money away and not doing anything with it. So, but yeah, so these three for sure would actually go away. The credit card, the credit card that I put $400 every month at the end because I pay other bills with it. I put 400 here, and I kind of didn't want to put this on here because this card actually pays for my electric, my internet, and my gas. So it's 400. My electric each month is 100, and internet is 60, and gas for the car is 120. Oops. Minus 60 minus 120. So basically 120 is left. All right, 120 plus 60 plus 1. Oh. 280 minus 400, 120. So I would have. I got it. So I would have 120 left on my credit card, and that would, it's not actual fixed bill, but I know that I want to pay that 400 on there. So it's kind of like, is it a fixed bill? Is it? And yes, to me it is. So there's that. And then I have my automatic payments, and that was next. So my automatic payments are out of sight. They all come from one credit card. So I have weekly payments and bi-weekly payments on here. So Netflix gets taken out of it, Disney, AES, the Fed loan, electric, internet credit card, and Fingerhut. So Some of them are, set dates where it's only one payment being taken out on this one, but some of them, whenever I have the weekly deposits, which is usually on Friday the following Monday, there's a weekly payment being taken out of, for the student loans, and then a bi-weekly payment for the electricity and the internet. Now, this debit card that is set up on the bi-weekly, it's side hustle money that comes in, and there's money left over every month. So even if I don't have certain money coming in or whatever, it's only a certain amount that I actually want to take out. So each month I have to have at least $556 entered into, or deposited, I'm sorry, not entered, deposited into this account. I only have one card that has fixed debit. I make sure that the amount of I actually make sure that that $650 gets deposited every month into this account, and then whenever I see that I have extra at the end of the month, I kind of just either I leave it there because I don't know about the next month, or I make sure that I'm a month ahead on this. And so since it's some of it is actually bill paid, and some of it is where they're taking payments out, so that is this. And it has to be 650 like around the first. It doesn't have to be 650 throughout the month. It's just around the first, and that way I know that it's good throughout the month. And then now, since I'm checking everything, I'm actually going to do one of those check every app, call them, make sure you speak to an agent, and see about, doing bundles and getting internet and cable and all that to see if I can get everything lower, which my internet is actually only $60 a month, but and then, which is actually kind of fun if I want to admit it, to actually organize all my bills and everything and get the correct due date and the amount that it is. As for expected expenses, which is going to be my weekly payments, I went ahead and did a amount here. So as of right now, for my groceries per January, which is like every week, take this amount, divide by 4. So the $70 for groceries, the $15 for the kids. Coffee, I did $10. Gas, I'm doing $30, and then shopping is doing $20, and then miscellaneous is $10. So I figured that would be what I plan on having for January. Now, if I don't feel like this is enough, or like maybe gas I need 150, I'm going to change that in February. So I just kind of want to see what I have planned, and what it's going to change to if it changes. And again, we're doing the 3 months because of, so I'm trying to figure out a way. Now, as for my debt, so this is my debt amount, and I did not pay anything, not one dime, from the end of in December, one dime. So the amount is still the same from the previous. Now, I kind of want to look into my debt to see if these amounts have changed, because some of them do have interest rates on them. So I left a huge gap at the bottom. If I just have to rewrite it, it's going to be rewritten. And that's it. That's all. So I know I said I was going to decorate afterwards, but I'm not really quite sure if I am going to decorate right now. I love the way, just to have like an eye catch to it or whatever, but I'm also liking the minimalist. So I might put like maybe washi tape or something on here, but right now I'm okay with this. So I'm not going to be decorating at the end of this video. Now, this one is what it is. I haven't made any debt payments because of course it's not January. So there's nothing on here. I'm just going to put the bill that I pay, the date, and the beginning balance and the ending balance. And I'm just going to, every time I pay it, I'm just going to go down, and I'm going to try to keep coming back to this for January, February, and March, so that I don't have to have multiple pages. But this is what I plan on doing, especially since I have payments that are going to go towards debt every Friday, and then I'm going to have another savings challenges, or full amounts going to go towards the debt and stuff. So I'm going to have it on here. So these I'm not taking off. I did not do anything on my financial goals. I tried to sit and think, and I was like, I have no idea what would be my priority. I have no idea what is my life priority. What is my life goal? What is, so I'm going to actually do a draft and an outline first before I come to this and try to do, you know, my goals, whatever. And I actually was thinking that I'm going to do a video on this, and then have like a plan, like a life plan or whatever, and have like a vision board also. One thing that I've been really looking at lately is a vision board and a calendar setup on the wall. Now, I know, I know that I don't have anything on my walls right now. Like I have like mirrors and stuff, and I have like pictures, but I don't have like a whole bunch everywhere. And lately, I've actually been trying to contemplate on if I'm going to actually stay in the um, the bedroom, and I kind of want to move to the dining area because it's. I mean, I'm getting a dining table, but I'm not going to get like a huge dining table. It's probably going to sit maybe 3 to 4 people. And I have like that extra room in there. And so I kind of want to just move everything into, you know, into my dining area. My dining area is actually really big. It's not too small. The only thing that I don't like is that if you're if they're like if I talk or something like that, it kind of echoes right now. So I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to move, but it is on my mind for me to move into the dining area eventually. I'm trying to figure out what the layout I'm going to do. My savings challenges, again, we're trying to do it for three months, and so I'm going to do the savings that is more important to me for January, February, March. And I also need to figure out what savings challenges I'm going to do. Currently, I'm doing a savings challenge, which I'm going to announce before January 1st. I'm doing it with a lot of YouTubers, so I have to make sure that I get that out. But that is going to be one of the things that I add in here. And so I'm going to have a video of, just my priorities page. And then I'm going to show y'all the savings challenges and the um, priority envelopes and all that, in one video while I'm actually trying to stuff them. This is going to be nonstop. So again, I have my sinking funds, my savings, and my totals. And again, that's supposed to be on 2 pages. Now, I have the idea of writing down all my sinking funds. And right now I have this is why I was like, do I want to do all this? This binder, which is all scuffed up, and it's just these with my mom's. These are my mom's, and so I put them over there because I'm about to redo them because I don't like this font. But again, I make envelopes, so if you want to go to the Etsy shop, please do. These, so there's my P.O. box and stuff, and then I have, well, this is my that's not a sinking funds, but I had to get it out the way. So then I have like my kids. Then I have a folder for my savings challenge, and then I have another one of my kids, and then I have my travel notebook, and then I have my third child, and then I have my A5 that has multiple inside them, so they are A5 bundles that that I plan on doing. So I'm just like, I'm not trying to be overwhelmed, but honey, you're gonna have to put certain ones before the other ones, and you're gonna have to just breathe, because I literally pulled them out and I was like, you know what, put them back, because there's no way, there is no way. And then I'm trying to like be focused, and sometimes whenever you like start, oh, and then this is the one I was looking for the other day. That's great. But you know how like you start something and you kind of want to start everything. You want to be, doing everything with everyone else. And so I have like the categories of what I want, and I kind of want to section them, each binder, and then I kind of want to put the amount that is in it beforehand, which most of them are at 0. And then I want the plus sign where when I'm adding to them, and then I want the ending balance on both. Honey, that is my idea. But because it's for 3 months, it's like, do I have three plus signs? Do I have January, February, March? Like what, honey? What am I going to do? So I was thinking maybe I could just do that. The bill amount, the category, the beginning balance, January, February, March, and then the ending balance, and then at the end of January, at the end of February, at the end of March, I could put the total amount so I can see how much I put in all of them, because not all of them are going to get hit every month. So, and I at least want to have like minimum $5 that get placed into them. So I was thinking that that's how I kind of wanted to do it. I don't know. So this is my vertical binder. This is for vertical binder. This is my vertical calendar. Like I was telling you before, how it's like 1 through 31, and then Saturday through Friday here, and then I'm just gonna have like the events that come up. For my little niece, I'm probably gonna have like maybe $20, buy her some couple of gifts or whatever, and then once I figure out the total, I'll put the amounts on to the side. But that's what I want. I just want the event and then the date. And because I have that on here, I have the notes, which is going to be the monthly goals, then the expenses in detail to be right next to it, just to have everything in a two page layout, month at a glance type thing. So next thing I have is my paycheck. Now this one, I kind of liked it, but at the same time I was going to do it for my second one, but then I had questions and I was like, do I like it this way? Am I going to want it this way? So what I was doing is for January through the 1st, I am going to do the income, which is the budgeted amount, and then the actual amount. And then at the end of the month, I'm going to do a total. Then I'm going to have my bills that is going to be from the 1st to the 15th. And I realized that, all my bills are on the 15th, and everything else I actually canceled, which were subscriptions, and I had them at the beginning of the month, so they're gone. And so I don't really have that many, which is freaking awesome. And then I have my weekly expenses that, I'm going to do for 2 weeks. So if the groceries, I'm going to budget $140, the kids $30, coffee $20, gas $60, shopping $40, and miscellaneous $20. Hopefully I can stick to that. And I was actually trying to figure out how I'm going to do rollover, and I think rollover I am going to put into debt. So I have a big envelope that has like monthlies in it, and I think instead of using them as rollover, I'm going to use them as maybe a savings challenge that I can do for a year, and then put like $20 in each envelope, and so it won't be all bulky or whatever. And in January, try to save $20, put it to the side, and wait until February, and maybe do it on like the 15th of each month or something like that, or something periodically. But I just want to like do that, and it'll be like what, because I can't count, 12 times 20, $240 just put to the side just cuz. And I think that would actually be, a really cute little small savings challenge that is not going to break the bank. For this page, what I decided to do instead of doing the breakdown, because remember I was telling you I like the way the paycheck bill tracker budget is basically the same thing, but everything's kind of like smaller. It's just that like the sinking funds, I feel like whenever you have like it all on one page, you can't put multiple. And I kind of like this layout where you have the category, the beginning balance, and then your first week of January and the second week of January, and then the ending balance. And you could just do this by 2 weeks. The layout of this, I don't know if I want it like this. So I put debt and I put Transfer Tuesday because I'm going to start doing Transfer Tuesday, but I don't know exactly how I want to do it. So I'm going to try to take it from whatever I don't spend into here. And I also have a no spend challenge that I'm actually working on, and have like a certain amount budgeted each day. Like maybe don't spend more than $10. And if I don't spend it, then I can actually have that $10 added somewhere else or whatever. We'll see how that works. Because $10, 30 days, that's $300, and you're kind of like, where would I get that money from? But then again, here, so we'll see. So I did not do the paycheck number 2 from 16th through the 31st because I'm going to test out the first layout and see if I like it. And if I do, then I'll set up everything with y'all. And then this last one, I did the February vertical calendar, and all I did was write it in. I don't have any dates besides Valentine's Day, and I did not highlight the Saturday, Sunday, which I don't even think I mentioned that to y'all. So yeah, I'm not taking this one out, and this is with this. So I don't think I mentioned. So yeah, Saturday, Sunday is highlighted on here, just to let me know when the weekend is. So that is it. That is all I have for you. Thank you so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. I know this was a long, drawn out video. I'm going to have to edit it and post it as soon as possible. Hopefully this helps everyone. I know that it, can be challenging sometimes to try and do something of the sort, by hand. And I know you want to do something that like everybody else is doing, like the planners that are coming out for 2022. But I used everything that I've already had at home. If I don't want to, my thing is I like everything and I want to buy everything, but I'm also on a budget, and it's cheaper for me to just use everything that I have versus try to go out and spend, you know, $50 for a planner, and then if I buy a planner, I'm buying more stickers and I need some pins. So it's like a long drawn out thing where you have everything at home and it doesn't have to be fancy, it has to be functional. So that is my idea for this. And again, I might actually decorate it. I'm not 100% sure, but right now this is what I have. And then I found these tabs in my little cupboard up there, but I feel like they're too small, and I kind of just want all white tabs, and I know I have some all white tabs, so I gotta go find them. And then I have these also that I got from the Dollar Tree ages ago. And I was thinking of putting them as like the title at the top. But I really just wrote on here, and I ended up not wanting to use it. And if I do decide to color anything, I'll probably just get like a highlighter and just highlight the titles and call it a day, because I really don't need, much else. It's very simple. It's functional. It's going to work. I'm very motivated to continue doing it, and it just seems like what I want to do. Now, these pages, don't forget that there will be some videos how to start a sinking fund, how to, continue with, starting a budget and stuff like that. So this actually helps out if anybody was intrigued or, interested in trying to do a DIY binder. Please let me know. Leave a comment down below. I would really appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I would love to hear from you. Leave a comment down below. And if you are new, please go ahead and subscribe. Bye, guys.